Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Yay!
This is going to be for our
Yeah,
Christmas
it's
episode. No,
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Merry
oh,
Well,
the
no. This will be
Wednesday
right after Christmas.
Christmas.
Shortly after, happy few days ago Christmas. I said after.
Yeah, it's you making up that new dialect.
Merry Christmas.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas time. I don't know. I get kind of excited when I saw when the numbers started counting down, and I just got excited.
Oh
so,
yeah, and it just made you.
Five.
It like reminded you of Christmas. I mean New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sleigh
Already.
bells. There, I said it. Sleigh bells. That's the name of the movie. Sleigh bells. I'm happy. Now we can banter and whatever. I said the name of the movie. Sleigh Bells. Bells.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sleigh
I was like
bells.
sleigh bells.
We
That's
were
a-
supposed to talk about Black Christmas. But I don't know.
I didn't even watch the movie.
That was
The whole
really
movie.
bad. That was really bad.
I watched it, the 2006 version. I haven't seen the original one, and I haven't seen the remake of the remake. But 2006 Black Christmas.
It
It
is
made my
not
stomach
cast.
hurt.
It is not cast of the pod worthy. It is not cast of the pod worthy.
Even though I do a podcast called Cheesy Bad Movies that I just recently started, it doesn't even qualify for that. That movie was so bad. Black Christmas 2006, they tried to confuse you, and it was just
And it
bad
worked.
editing, and it just bad acting. I couldn't tell the difference between all those sorority sisters. They all look the same to me, except all the blondes look like blondes, all the brunettes all look like brunettes. Just that one girl from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Mary, what's her name, Winstead? She was the only one that looked different than all the rest.
And they cut her head off.
No. She's the one that got killed in the car. You didn't even see her get killed.
Right, her head was rolling around on the outside. He cut her head off.
No, that's the other girl that got killed in the car. That's the blonde girl, the weird one. The one that got killed with the house mother that got stabbed in the eye with the icicle when they go into
She
the
was
station
trying to
wagon.
clean
wouldn't
the
start.
windshield.
No.
Yeah, you just saw
her
the blood.
eye.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you
wait.
just saw the blood squirt on the windshield. That's it.
Wait. We're going way too far on this. Josh, do me a favor.
What's up?
Hit the intro.
Warning. This podcast is about the horror genre, specifically horror films. As most horror movies are filled with coarse language, violence, and/or gore, the topics and language of the cast of the pod will also reflect
the genre.
If you have any issues with the aforementioned warnings, please press stop. However, if you have no issue with adult language, movie violence, or the accoutrement that accompanies horror films, please feel free to continue.
You have been warned. All right. It's the end of 2023. Would this be the one? No, there's still another. Yeah, this is the last one they're going to hear of 2023 from us.
Yeah.
Pod people, y'all rock. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with us. I recently moved everything over to Spotify, so if y'all want to check us out more on Spotify, that's going to be pretty cool. You're going to be able to see the videos there. You're going to be able to... I'm not going to say nothing. We'll keep that all.
All flavorful.
Yeah. You can
That's
still
what's
hear
up.
us everywhere else you hear us. You can still hear us on Apple. You can see whatever. But I'm just... Got a few little secrets, little things coming up this new year.
Yeah,
This
it's
will be a
like
good
yeah,
year.
It is. I'm so
Okay,
excited.
let's talk about Black Christmas real quick.
Do we have to?
Look, yes, we do. Hold on, wait. What did you give that movie? Black Christmas.
Oh, anybody?
I can't see your
Can't
card.
see it.
I gave it 2.
2. Deb, what'd you give it?
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a none. None.
Man.
I gave it a 4 because at least it tried. I've
And
seen worse.
divided by 3, that gives it a 2.
It made no sense at all. How they all
No.
died.
They tried to make it like Memento. No, is that the movie I'm thinking of? Memento?
Yes, where it
everything's
goes back
jumping
and
around,
forth.
times all over the place, and then a crazy mom going in there and taking advantage of her son, and then the son having jaundice, and
That was just
Yeah.
disgusting. They didn't need to
I
show
think
that.
that movie, Black Christmas 2006, is on my Fuck that movie list.
I can say that too. And honestly, tell
It's
the
our
truth, I feel that way in my heart. Right here. My heart.
Deb, write that down. We're gonna start an official FTM list. That's our first movie. Even over White Noise. I would rather watch White Noise than watch Black Christmas.
Well, if I wanted to go to sleep, I'd watch White Noise.
That's the good.
Right.
Oh, you beat me to the punchline.
You know, if you don't have any edibles and you were trying to get some sleep, you know, you're trying to get an indica sleep, you know, just throw on White Noise. You'll be fine.
That's what I was gonna say, because Deb and I tried to watch White Noise like 6 times, and each time we watched it, like 10 minutes later, just out.
Exactly.
Gone.
Man,
You read my mind, man. I was gonna say that at least White Noise had. I mean, it's kind of funny because they have those white noise generating machines for people to sleep with.
right.
I wonder if there's something in that movie that I don't know.
Is White Noise in that list?
No, they're not on this list.
It's
White Noise is
almost
by
on
itself.
the FTM.
White Noise is by itself.
Yeah.
So it's not on that FTM list.
Right.
Okay.
Because at least White Noise put us to sleep.
Got us resting.
Hey.
Man. Today we're talking about the 2018 1 hour. This is why I picked it. Cobweb's like, let's do a Amazon Prime watch party. I'm like, what the fuck is a watch party? My caveman ass had never even, we talked about it once or twice, but I forgot about it. And maybe we could start doing that with the patroneers or the pod people or something like that. Hey, we're going to watch this movie, blah, 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 blah. This time, here's the link. It says you can have up to 100 people in there.
They do. This is going to be really tight. I think we definitely
Live
should
and
do
popping.
this. I had actually had mentioned this to Cookbook like a couple of times on Felipe's Garage that they should be doing this. And he's like,
Yep.
yeah, we should, but they never got around to it. I think
It's
that
tough
we should.
when people's schedules are all over the place. That's why.
Right, but it's our schedule. And if you can jump in, you can jump in on a watch party, and we'll just leave you the code, when we're watching the movie. If you can get in, you fit in.
True. True.
I think
You
it'd
put
be
it
pretty
in the
dope.
group.
Yep.
Heck
You
yeah.
put it in the group and be like, we're going to be watching this right now or whatever.
Let's
whatever
plan
time.
on doing that at least once a month. At least once a month in the Cast of the Pod group, because we have a group page,
Yeah, we do.
and we'll try to do a watch party.
Yeah, and everybody has Amazon Prime. You get that. You
Speaking
get Amazon
of-
Prime walking down the
speaking of
street.
Speaking of connecting with people and all that, you can hit us up on all our social medias at Cast of the Pod. You can call us at 786-PODCAST, which is 786-763-2278. If you want to reach out to Deb, she's Deb Mrs. OMG. Cobweb is Cobweb411. And I'm over at, I moved it over. Used to be Old Mary Gamer. Now it's Cheesy Bad Movies. Yeah.
He's about that cheese, ladies and gentlemen. He's about that liverwurst.
That's why I'm 285 pounds. That's why I'm
Right. He's about that liverwurst sauerkraut life. Okay. That's what it's about.
Sauerkraut's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blah.
That's what he's about.
Man.
That's how cheesy he is.
So we're gonna get to this. Oh, like I was saying, we're doing this Prime thing, and so I'm going through the movies sarcastically. I'm like, all right, I'll pick a movie. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna do Christmas, and Cobweb's like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Let's just pick a movie. So I'm going through there. I'm like, all right, we'll do Christmas. We'll do Christmas horror, and I'm going through, looking through, and this movie says 1 hour 17 minutes. I was like, bet. Short movie.
Short but impactful. And it was a lot of fun. I ain't gonna front. It was a lot of fun. I love this movie.
and then the picture for it had some hoochies on it. And for hoochies is not a normal term. I mean, Deborah and I say hoochies all the time because it's a San Antonio thing. Look at these hoochies over
They're
here.
bellas.
But the way that I'm using it in a descriptive manner at this point. It was cheesy cover, and it was like, okay, this is gonna be bad. There were some buxom women on here.
Yes.
There's cleavage going on it.
A lot of cleavage in this movie. Movie.
Here's the thing, though. This was a good movie. I'll just jump to it right now, and not because of the cleavage,
of the pure stupid, of the buffoonery, the pure buffoonery that they try to get off with.
So it's an adventure comedy horror. Yes, buffoonery is a perfect word. Can I read the MDib on it?
Yes, please do it.
It's Christmas Eve, and 3 cosplaying women come across the malevolent Christmas demon Krampus. The girls must team up with Santa Claus himself to battle the creature and save the world. I'm glad I didn't read this before the movie.
That was nothing.
Yeah, because I thought it was just going to be some cheesy like slasher or whatever thing like that. And it's about these 2 girls that do, what do they call it? Adventure.
There was Adventure Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what? Urban exploring. Exploring, that's what they call it.
That's what they do.
And they con their friend to go in on it. And they kind of look like the Hot Topic version of the Powerpuff Girls, to be honest with you.
You know, I never even thought about that they were dressed up like the Powerpuff Girls, because the red, the green, and the blue. Yes, they were the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
Huh. They fought like them.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
So this movie had Barry Bostwick in it. You know who Barry Bostwick is?
Yeah.
He's been in a bajillion things. The guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, the hero.
Oh, man.
Yes, legendary Barry Bostwick. Written by Dan Walker. Scary Dan Walker. That's what they said in the credits. And I don't know. This movie knows what it is, and it takes advantage of knowing what it is. And it's got decent D-level graphics.
They were pretty bad.
Blood.
The blood was...
And what?
That was just... It was pretty bad, man. Let's just be honest. The special effects in this movie really sucked because you knew what it was. But you just had to go with it. Come on. You were just tripping about the magic. That was about it. The Christmas magic was pretty cool. But that's about it. I mean...
I like the way Krampus looked.
You know,
Krampus looked great.
You know, that's true. Now, Krampus looked good.
He gave me a werewolf vibe. And it was funny because I told Josh... I told him, I said, he looks kind of like a werewolf more than Krampus. And then right when I said that one of the girls had described him as a werewolf. I was like, you see?
Yeah, that whole thing with Krampus. Now, when you were saying special effects, I was thinking about like some type of pyro or whatever, something else like that. But it's for the costume. His costume was very good. I liked it. You know, I thought the character was kind of weird though, because he seemed like really weak at times and then really strong for some reason. I didn't understand that. You know,
well, that was because how they explained how him and Santa were connected.
Yes,
and so when Santa was weak, he was weak, and when Santa was strong, he was strong.
Right, and that's when they said that at the end. Now, as I'm thinking about it, I was like, oh, that's why he was like asleep the whole time, because Santa was asleep. You know, and.
Right.
They're joined together.
And see, it starts off as they're going to these little towns doing these adventure things, and then they go to Santa Land, which in real life is a real abandoned Santa park. And that's where they got the idea for this movie. And then they shot it there where the guy, because the writer was one of these urban explorers.
Oh,
so he's actually one of the...
Yes. And the blondie, what was her name? Sadie. She's actually Hannah Minks, who's a YouTuber. So just like how the director was doing that, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Stuff.
She did pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the girls did pretty good. I mean, they all were pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
They all did a great job in my opinion. But the cool thing is, like, the movie starts off and you think it's just going to be like some kind of slasher or whatever when they go to the town and they meet the bad cop who's not actually a bad cop, he's a good cop, and he's actually a forest ranger.
Forest ranger.
But they needed help.
And then they go into the bar and everybody's like, fuck Christmas. Yeah, fuck Christmas. And the old lady Cherry who's behind the bar, who was the French lady from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, yeah, she sure was.
Yes. She's got it tattooed on her knuckles, fuck Christmas.
Oh, man.
I was like, wow.
Completely caught me off guard. When later on in the movie find out she's Mrs. Claus. I did not expect to see her again.
Well, she was saying, we was talking in the chat, about how good those drinks were. And I'm not gonna front. That was a good price that they was giving for those, because those weren't shots that she was pouring out. Those were tumblers.
Like doubles.
Those were tumblers.
Ended up being like $6.50 a cup.
Yeah, $6.50 a cup.
Yeah.
You know, I can stay there with a 20 spot, and I go home I need a ride. You know, let's be
Santa
honest.
Uber.
Yeah, Santa Uber on my ass. I just find that bar real quick. You have a good time there.
But as we were watching it, we talked about it in the chat. As soon as you start seeing kind of like, not through the eyes of the killer, but the over the shoulder and all that, and then there was a basket, and that's when I put in the chat. I was like, it's Krampus. I had no idea it was gonna be Krampus.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Deb had to do a bathroom break. She didn't want me to pause it then.
Oh man, yeah, Krampus. You know, that was weird how he came out there and everything else like that. You know, and that was just messed up how they got their car towed. They couldn't get there. And let me tell you something: the 911 calls, when they kept calling 911, and the answer she was giving them, and the relay back was, oh my gosh, it was. Well, that was horrible police work. And even when she realized what she had did and what's going on, she's just going to leave. Oh, let me get a cigarette.
Take a break and not come back.
Yeah, and not come back after she know that she left them up there, that they were in trouble, and didn't do anything about it.
Yep.
Man, she was the evil person.
I'm just saying that I was pleasantly surprised after Krampus came out, not knowing that there was going to be a Krampus. And then they run into, and for those of you doing a count, there was the appearance of the mystical areolas. Not only was there a side silhouette under boob shot like in Black Christmas, there was actually areolas that appeared in this movie.
Yeah. This movie made
Those
up
were
for
it. Susan Slaughter.
She's a very lucky young lady. She's very blessed. She has a bright future
she's a
ahead
very
of her.
yucky young lady.
I said a lucky. Said a lucky young lady.
Like, bro.
Yeah, she's.
Okay. I thought you were like, ooh, yucky.
No.
Bro.
Come on, no, don't go there. No. But yeah, she's okay. She'll be fine.
Even Deborah was like, hey, B-level horror movie boobs, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering, because it was like I was watching this movie, like every chick that you saw in there in this movie had a push-up bra except the red Powerpuff Girl.
Well, see, that's the cool thing about it, because she wasn't part of that regular crew. She was friends with them, but she didn't act like them. She wasn't into the same stuff as them.
Well, Mrs. Claus looked like she had a decent one on her too.
Well, yeah, she did too, because she was part of that crew, that Boob Life crew.
Boob Life crew?
The Boob Life crew?
Yeah, BLC.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can, yeah. Let me stop before I get myself in trouble.
Shit.
Oh, man, I am not going down that street with you, Josh. Buddy.
So, no, but then the cool thing was, and then Santa pops out. He's like, I'm Santa. And they're like, yeah, whatever. He's like, no, I'm Santa. They're like, yeah. And then he has his magic cane, which I remember as a kid, Santa having a cane. And then he's talking about how media pushed their whole agenda out. And all that. And then he taps the cane, boof, and then Santa, he wasn't wearing a Santa outfit. That was the cool thing. He just looked like some biker dude or something like that. And then he hits the thing, boom, the Santa gear.
Well, that's what she asked him to do, because he asked her, how do I have to prove to you guys that I'm Santa? And she says, you know what you have to do, what I want. You know exactly what I want. And if you're Santa Claus, and he's like, and that's when he became Claus. And then that's when he did his video on YouTube talking about how Christmas is all screwed up and how he's been ridiculed and everything else like that. It was hard times for Santa at that point.
Did you notice he was wearing a crucifix?
No, I did not.
He had a giant crucifix on when he was with a biker. You okay, Deborah, over there?
Yes, I just had to cough.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did y'all hear me?
No.
Okay. Now, when I pointed out that Rudolph was on the wall, how did you guys feel?
Well, they made it look like a very not really Rudolph because it looked like it had a cheap red nose on it. So I think he was just decorating it like that because he remembered back in the day.
Well, they ate the reindeer.
Yeah, you had to bring that up. So later on, when Mrs. Claus comes out, she brings up that they, as times got tougher and all that. So, yeah, Santa lets out, as Mrs. Claus lets out that as times got tough, they had to eat the reindeer. So I don't think he would have kept Rudolph's actual head.
See, this is what I don't understand. Why she kind of like, okay, there was some times in this movie that was really crazy. Like when they had Krampus in the tied up in the with Santa, and then they were taking selfies of him and stuff like that. That was freaking hilarious.
Because that's modern people. That's what they do.
Right. They sit up there taking selfies with Santa, with everything. They were always about the group photos in this, trying to get those pictures and stuff like that. Everything they did, they would stop and come back. No, we got to do it again. Oh, it was blurry this time or something else like that. It was pretty funny. I like this movie. It was good. It was a really
like
good
when they did the picture when the
cop took
park
the picture.
ranger took the picture of all of them, and he was like, "Oh no, wait, it was blurry," and they're like, "Oh."
Yes, yeah, right. It was like
Santa Claus was even posing with them.
He was
Right.
like, Merry
Funny.
Christmas, bitches. And
yeah, he
then
was. It was dope, man. It was. I like the Powerpuff Girls. They were pretty cool. I mean, they did what they could do, and whatever. They ran around, bounced a lot. They had their push-up bras, and they made funny jokes, and they did stuff that just you were like, okay, this is where we're at today.
This movie knows what it is. It knows its weaknesses, and it doesn't push out its weaknesses. It knows its strengths, and it pushes up its strengths. And it accepts what it is. And I mean, we hadn't even got to the Calculator Doom yet or anything like that, but I know this is a good movie. It's on Prime.
Yeah. Okay. Explain this to me. Okay. Wait. All right. So obviously Krampus couldn't come up with this brilliant idea that Mrs. Claus came up to try to ruin Christmas. I'm trying to figure this out because she came over there to mess with Santa and was acting like pushing up on him like he had did something wrong, like he had those 3 girls over there and he was having a party. But in actuality, it wasn't about that. I don't know why she tried to come over in front like that at first, but then turned around and then started talking about this whole love affair with her and Krampus that kind of blew me off for a loop that I didn't see coming. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming at all. A spoiler alert, Mrs. Claus and Krampus are getting it on. And they've been getting it on for a while. While Santa's out on the reindeer games, they're having their games. They're playing Twister.
Yep.
Naked Twister. Which, by the way, we did see Krampus. Krampinus. We saw Krampinus in this movie.
No. I must have missed it, and I'm glad I did.
You did not
Yes,
see
when
the giant Krampus schlump pointed up at full attention.
When he was on top of the blonde.
He got on top of Hannah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
He was licking her face.
Yeah. They showed a silhouette of it, but then they cut back and shown a full lighted Krampinus.
Oh shit! See, I stopped. I couldn't watch it. At that point, I was like, too much for me, man. I was like, why is Krampus trying to assault this woman?
That's why later on in the movie, when they were in the little cottage or bungalow or whatever or what do you call it? The cabin.
Yeah.
And then he was escaping and he was going to kill everybody. And then she just like dragon punched him right in the junk. What?
And Santa Claus felt it.
Yeah. And then Santa was like,
coughing.
yeah.
Right, because I didn't understand, because it was like when Santa Claus got all up, right, when he was asleep, and he was kind of acting all goofy and everything else like that. And then when she hit him and everything like that, he's like, "Oh, I peed my pants." I'm like, what? I didn't understand.
They were connected. They made a point to point out that they were connected.
Yes, they kept saying it. And then when we finally did catch on, hey, Santa was down for it. But Mrs. Claus, she was a piece of work, man. She was a piece of work.
Yep. I did not see that coming, though.
Right. She had the whole plan was that she was going to try to hurt a bunch of more because she let Krampus out, and Krampus was killing kids, people.
Well,
He didn't care.
The point was Santa explained because of the media and how they downplayed Christmas and how the importance of Christmas has faded for people, right? That he was losing his power, he was losing all that, and she got mad. She got mad that kids did that they lost the faith. And when they lost the faith, he lost his mojo. He, you know what I mean? He wasn't the man that he used to be.
Right.
And so she went to Krampus. Krampus was out there killing all the bad kids and shit. And she even said that. She's like, naughty, nice, it doesn't matter. I'm killing all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Santa even said that. He said, like, there is no such thing as no naughty or nice list. I give everybody gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Santa, man. He was cool. He just had some hard times that come up on him, you know. Them damn Santa Claus mall Santas gave him a run for his money. They almost put him out of business. He said it.
So I have a question.
Okay.
At the end when they were showing the credits and they were showing clips here and there, one of the girls had his cane. And she knocked it like twice. So does that mean that she's gonna be Santa Claus now?
That was Alexi. So maybe it was a possible. They never made a sequel, but
I think they probably could make a sequel off of this. You know, I saw it was pretty cool when Krampus' head came down out of the sky. So it kind of made you think, like, they're immortals. They can't die. I mean, they just injure and come back some kind of goofy way or something like that. Come on, man. Everybody knows that.
I mean, Chucky did.
Exactly.
I don't know why I said Chucky, but
yeah, if Chucky
he
come back,
came back.
I bet you Santa could come back in Krampus. I mean,
oh yeah.
yeah, why not?
I mean, when his head was coming down, it was making some kind of a noise. Like he was
Exactly.
growling.
Right.
So
They're indestructible. They're like Godzilla and Megatron wrapped up in one.
What? Nah.
what were you gonna
Not
say?
gonna touch that one. Not gonna touch that one. But man, as we go from Black Christmas being a FTM, I want to say this is a definitely watch movie. I think even our people that aren't into horror, as long as they know that there's some goofy blood in this movie, nothing realistic, but there's some goofy blood.
Yeah.
I think this is a worth watching movie.
I agree. I recommend this movie to people.
Yeah, I would too. I would recommend it to somebody to go watch it. I mean, just they'd be like, "What the heck is this junk?" But then when you start laughing a couple times, you're gonna be like, "Okay, this is what we're at." You can't take it serious. It is what it is. It's just, it's sleigh bells. I mean,
And they're not trying to be serious either. It's
So Krampus, do you know who he was played by?
I saw the name, but I didn't look it up.
Actor, producer, stunt person, Joel Ezra Hebner. We've seen a movie with Joel Ezra Hebner before.
What was it?
Grim Cuddy.
Grim Cuddy? He played Grim Cuddy?
Yeah, he was the Grim Cuddy in the movie Grim Cuddy.
Oh.
wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was all
That's pretty
CGI.
cool.
I thought like Grim Cuddy was all CGI.
Grim Cuddy was actually after this. He also played in Red Hood versus the Grifter. He's been in a bunch of stuff. I'm looking right now. Yeah.
Okay. So everything's not all bad, but there's a lot of it is.
There's some good names in here. Like, I'm not like
Yeah.
awesome names, but not like big names. But there's some.
Was there a trailer? Was there even a trailer for this movie?
Yes, there was. Oh, well, there is. I'm looking. I see it right here. I have not seen it yet. And like I said, I simply picked it just because of the artwork. So whoever the art person was that decided what to put on Prime, you did a good job. There you go. You got 3 extra views right there. 2 extra views.
I know, right? And we're rating your movie, so hey, take the free publicity, and take it and go, I like this watch party concept. Everything is, man, this is a great way to end off this year, dude.
Yes,
You know,
I
we get
agree.
it.
I agree.
Can we post the trailer?
Yeah, we can post a trailer. As long as we don't like download it and then post it from our shit. We can post their trailer on our shit, but we can't like download it to our shit.
Can we watch the trailer now?
No, we can't do that right now.
See?
Oh, okay.
All right, Josh. Jeez. You see how he
I
does
didn't
his
tell you this
dad?
part. I didn't tell you this part because you don't like dealing with this part of the podcast. That's why I got the 33.4, but we did get a hit for the one that I did the other day.
Ooh.
Yes.
Was it a
So
cease
we
and
will not
desist?
be bringing that feature.
Oh.
So instead of posting the trailer, we'll put the link in the trailer.
That's what I said.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you say that.
It's amazing to me
So that way
sometimes.
everybody can see the trailer.
Right.
Yes.
It's amazing to me how sometimes when we do these, how these social media platforms, like some things are good and some things are bad. Like I could post a video on Instagram and the same video on TikTok, and TikTok
Yep.
could take it down because of the copyright. You know, music or something like that, or from a movie or something like that. You know, it is really weird nowadays. I mean,
I've had videos that we've posted that have had like music in the background and then it gets a hit, right? Within like 10 minutes of it being posted. But then on that same platform that I will not say is Facebook, they'll have the whole fucking Spider-Man movie posted while it's still in theaters for 4 days.
dude, that's because Facebook is the wild, wild west, dude. Come on, man. That's
But-
out there.
but
That's
then-
like GTA. Okay, that's what Facebook is. Facebook is Grand Theft Auto. Okay.
I ain't trying to deal with all that shit. But I think this is gonna be a short episode. We had a good movie. We had a watch party.
I know,
and
right?
I don't. The movie is a cheesy movie, not a cheesy bad movie. It was a cheesy movie that had tight outfits, a couple of boobs here and there, had bad cops, had good blood, had a good Krampus costume. The Santa costume was kind of. I did like the braids he had in his beard.
That was cool. I liked how they dressed him up like that too. And we forgot about Bull.
I was going to
yeah.
work that towards the end. This was the last appearance of Richard Mall, Bull from Night Court. Before he passed away, this was the last movie that he did. And as we're watching it, I'm telling Deborah, he's playing a bad cop, right? But his acting was so smooth. Like if you get a chance to go back and look at it, other people are reading their lines and you can tell that they're waiting for the timing and all that. And his was just like he was talking, like he was really, like he wasn't even acting.
Right. He was. You know, I bet you his was one take.
Probably.
Yeah. He was all one
I
take.
wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't
Of
doubt
course,
it.
he was a professional. Come on, he did Night Court, which was a
I bet
very
you this-
funny show.
I mean, yes, it was. He's done tons. He did tons of things before he passed and all that. But I bet you because of his size and his generic look of just being bald and pasty, he probably was just mostly bad guys and all that. But I bet you he
Typecasted.
had those acting chops that weren't ever appreciated.
Well, some of the stuff probably just would have just been coming in just from, you know, pure on the job training for so many years. I mean,
True.
Night Court was on for like what, 7, 8 years or something like that.
4 or
Yeah,
5
something like-
generations.
4 or 5 generations.
It's still on.
I went up
Episodes that have never been seen.
I know.
Didn't they like do a new one?
Yeah, they did. Oh shit! It was on for 8 years.
I told you. That's what I
84 to
said.
92. 84 to 92. Yep.
Yeah. That was a long running show. Very long running show. And he was on all of them.
Good stuff. But
Oh.
I think y'all, it is time to bring out the calculator of doom. Y'all ready?
Yep. You know it.
Did you hear that gasp of air there at the end?
I was wondering what was up with that.
I got some allergies going on. I can hardly breathe. That's another reason why I'm thinking we should cut this short. But who wants to go first?
I can.
What
First,
do you give it?
all right. First, I want to say I hope you guys are all having a great holiday season out here. And Cast of the Pod, we love you all for coming in and thank you for your time. So Cobweb is going to give you, with a nifty rhyme, this movie an 8. I liked it. I thought that it did what it could do with what it had. I mean, they were only in really one location, and they used everything that they could do. They milked everything that they could get out of this junk, and it was funny, and it had like some good jumps, goof offs or whatever, or something like that. But I give it a strong 8 in buffoonery category.
Can I go next?
Yep.
I have to give up this number in order to compensate because my friend here, Cobweb, said he was going to have a rhyme, but he came up with 8. So what I'm going to take and spit from the top of my mind, fix this up, make it feel a little bit fine, because I'm giving this movie a rank of 9.
Wow.
A 9?
9. I love this movie. It's no Schindler's List. It's no The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's no Terminator 2. But when it comes to cheesy, they know what it is, Christmas movies, this gets a 9.
I can deal with that. What you got, Deb?
I give this movie a 10.
What?
I will watch this movie. It was funny. It had action in there. It was up there with my Thanksgiving and Ginger Dead Man.
Yes.
It was that type of movie for me, and I enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I'll watch this movie over.
It was action packed, Deb. You're right. It was action packed. I even said that.
And I love the way Krampus looked, and then it was.
Wow.
And I like the whole idea of Krampus and Santa Claus being connected, and all that, the whole story.
So our official rating is a 9.
All right.
Sleigh Bells, 2018.
Is a 9. I can see that. Okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, that means that actually somebody should just watch this movie and they'll enjoy it. I bet you they would have enjoyed it even more if they were in our watch party.
Yes, I agree. We need to do the watch party, but this is what you call, this movie is a guilty pleasure. It's no. Now, we didn't rate it like an 87 like we did Tammy and the T-Rex. It's not that level. But when it comes to Christmas cheese horror, this movie definitely gets a 9.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like you said, Josh, it's not Tammy and the T-Rex, but yeah, I'm down with that. I know, right?
So big shout out not only to our pod people. We're getting old, y'all. We just watched the movie. Now we're recording it. Now it's time for a nap.
What are you talking about, man? It is early. It is really early, dude. Come on, man. It's not late by any stretch of the means. You know, it's just like, you know, we're getting old. You know, I'm not gonna front.
Let me tell you what's going on right now. Cedar is high in Texas right now, which means this side of my face is completely closed off. I'm trying not to sit here and breathe in my mocos and make that sound. I keep on muting it. I can't breathe over here. And I know I'm breathing through my mouth all because the cedar's high.
Is that why you're turning red like that? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, Josh is really, or is that just the background?
No. I have light over here. I have some light over here.
All right, cool.
Yeah, if you go to my Instagram, Old Married Gamer, it's got I took a $10 Walmart light and then put some Magmod filters over it. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Thank you. But to our pod people, thank you. Every single one of you, thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for listening to us. We appreciate. We've hit 100 episodes. This will be 102.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
It's been a great year. It's been a great year, man. This has been a really good year. You know, this is like straight up pod appreciation night, people night. You guys out there are the ones that keep us going, man. All of you. You guys are so special to every single one. Every comment that we get from people in the passing or something like that saying, hey, you're doing your thing. You guys are going. You guys are growing strong. You know, you guys aren't stopping, you know, because we ain't going to stop, you know, because that's the type of stuff that motivates me to keep doing these episodes with my podcast brother and sister, Josh and Deb. The Dosh, as I call them.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Brendan. Thank y'all very much. That's Club 3P right there. If y'all want to join Club 3P, hit up the Patreon, patreon.com/cast of the pod. And we got some special things coming up for Club 3P in 2024, which is just right around the corner.
Yeah, come on, people. Come on. I got some people. Now, come on. Now, hold up a second. Now, I know Val's out there. She's out there listening, and I know TV's out there. Come on over to the Patreon, guys. Come on. You guys are hesitant. You're thinking about it, and you're like, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Just nail it. Come on. Come on.
This guy. But Deb, you have any messages for the end of the year for our pod people?
I think it's time for the bus. If you're part of the 3P, P3,
Club 3P,
Patreon.
Club 3P. Deb's calling for the bus.
If you're part of the Club P3, you'll be hearing that.
I just completely talked over you with the bus. Sorry, Deb. Ran you over with the bus.
You ran me over with the bus. You would not be getting that.
Not running Deb's over with the bus. Come on. This is crazy.
Only for Patreons. See what I do for you guys?
Get run over. Jeez. All right, y'all. So it's the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. See what we got coming up. And thank you. That's all I got to say.
It's been a great year, baby. You guys be safe out there and have some fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait.
Be safe.
Be safe.
All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm Josh.
I'm Cobweb.
And I'm Deb.
We're Cast the Pod, the Dream Team, and you have been warned. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.